Hey guys, I'm Nerf Sniper. Thank you for coming to this video. Today is a special day. I say this in a lot of videos, I just realized that. Today's a special day because we're doing something new. No, today is actually different. It's the first time that I've made a video in like over a month. I think it's been like a month and 4 days or something since the last time that I posted a video. And some stuff has happened since the last time that we've seen each other. So the last video that I made, my scooter tire popped, and that was really sad. But we're not here to talk about that today. We will get to that in the next video. But what is most important right now is the Call of Duty Modern Warfare beta. Okay? So, for those of you who know, the Call of Duty Modern Warfare open beta just closed yesterday. And I did get the chance to play it for the period that it was available. And while I was playing it, I was just noting down things that I liked about the games, things that I didn't like about the game, and improvements that could be made. Also, if I found any glitches, obviously I made note of those. So, this is what brings us to this video. All right. So, the popular game Modern Warfare. Now, Modern Warfare is a recreation of the Modern Warfare series. They didn't put a title on the end of the actual series name, so instead of being like Modern Warfare 4 or 5 or whatever you would expect it to be, it is just Modern Warfare, even though we've already seen multiple installations in this specific line of Call of Duty games. They are just going to paste this one new. And when I see that, what I think is basically they're making a game that is what they wanted the game to be, but they didn't have the resources at the time. So this is kind of like, this is what they reimagining of Modern Warfare itself. And honestly, a lot of the game types very similar, like domination and stuff. A lot of the loadouts very similar. The gameplay is very similar to what you would expect, but there are a few key things that are just admirable in and of themselves. Like, for example, I liked the sprint better. You can reload while you are zoomed in or looking down sights. That's amazing. And the animations for things like melee attacks and stuff are really nice. It's just a satisfying game all around. The maps are good, and I really don't have a lot of things to complain about when it comes to the game itself as far as the all-around playability of it. There was only one or two things that I ran into that actually made me decide that I needed to make this video here. So we'll get into that. The glitches, the glitches that came up, and to be honest though, I didn't experience a single glitch with the game except for one until the final day of the beta. The final day of the beta, the server started getting a little bit wonky. I assume it's just because so many people wanted to get the chance to play it for the last time before it went under for the next month. And so they just didn't have, the strength to hold up the weight of that server because of how many people had logged on suddenly. But, giving them the benefit of the doubt, it's it's a rough go to do, especially in a beta. It's not a full game, and there's not as many people watching that server and maintaining it as there could be in the future. So that's something that's happened. Anyways, so getting right into it, the biggest glitch that started right off the bat was definitely the quick match glitch. So basically, you could not play 2 games in a row with a party of people. I found that every single time that you played a game, it would start searching for the next match, and it wouldn't show your ping in the corner, and you would just load forever, and it just never ended, and that was annoying. So after every single game, all of us would have to leave the party and then join one of our teammates' parties, and we would cycle through which teammate was the party leader every single game, like for the entire beta. And that was annoying, that was annoying. There were times when everyone would leave and I would forget to leave and join. And because I would be put into my own thing and it would say, you are the party leader, right? After everybody left, I would get loaded into a new game, right, by myself. And then that's just annoying because you don't always think in these games. You don't imagine that you'd have to join a new lobby in between each game. In fact, in some online first-person shooter games like this, if you were to join a new lobby in between each game, you would get a ban. Like you'd get a time period ban for trying to find new matches and kind of screw around with the algorithm of lobby finding. So it's weird, you know. It's not something that you expect to do. That was something that went throughout the entire beta in my own experience and the experience of my friends and everybody else who is basically using at least my server in the Northwest Americas. So that was annoying, but you know, something that was easily avoidable, and also like it didn't slow down our fun. So anyways, the last day of the beta, this is where the big things started happening, and the two biggest things are definitely for me were the out of map areas. So you know, like you'll go out of the boundaries of the map and it'll tell you like return to map, you're out of boundaries or whatever, right? I noticed on the last day of the beta that if you sprinted out of bounds and were killed by somebody in bounds while you were out of bounds, when you respawned, it would continue to say that you were out of bounds for the remainder of that life. And then not until the life after that life would you respawn with a regular display. Everything is messed up. Like that was messed up when, like, because I at this point ran off the map. I got shot off the map, but I was already off the map. And when I respawned, it just told me that I was out of area, but I was clearly within the confines of the map. Here's a clip of that now.
They've got two objectives. Keep hitting them.
So as you can see, I was obviously inside the map and it just said out of area. Like I spawned and I was already out of area, right? So that was weird. That one, it only happened about 3 times, and you had to be in a very specific scenario for it to actually happen. The next one that we're going to go over was a lot more common and actually unavoidable after a certain point. This is a glitch that me and my friends dubbed the Cape Glitch. And we called it this because there's this one character, this guy, and when you unlock this guy, he obviously, you can see that he has a cape. Now, this is the problem with this character, is that on the last day of the beta, if you had this character, if you unlocked this character on the last day of the beta, and you switched to this character skin, then it like screwed up your bitmap for your character. You see, in a first-person shooter or in any video game really, you have your hit markers that are like that make up your person, your character, right? And so a character has somewhat of like a wireframe skeletal structure of code inside of them, and then you kind of just have images pasted over it, and you as a player have a single non-changing wireframe structure. And then when you get these skins, that's just an image that is pasted onto that wireframe structure. So this cape guy, basically some of those images that get pasted onto that skeletal structure didn't fit into their place correctly, and so when you would run, it would kind of leave some of the parts of you behind, but the images are kind of patched together, so it would stretch the image out. And this is why we called it the cape glitch, because the first time that I saw it, it was with a person who had a cape, and it made their cape look all messed up. And then after that, I realized that once you have done that, once you have used, and once the glitch is activated on you, it kind of butters up that area, if that makes sense. So I switched back to my other skin to kind of get to bypass that glitch, because I was not really into it because it's annoying. And it turned out that once I had already used that skin, I put another skin on, but now for every skin that I used after that point, the image, the bitmap for that specific area of my body would not paste itself properly to the structure of my character. So then that glitch continued on. And then it became apparent and prominent in every single player of the game, visible to you and anybody else who was in your party from there on out. And I turned the game off, turned it back on, and that was it. Once that, for the last day of the beta, once you had that character unlocked and you had gone through that sequence of events, you were now victim of the cape glitch. So this is what the cape glitch looked like. We'll go through a couple, I took a couple recordings so that I could show you guys. We'll go through a couple of them now so that you can see what this looks like, and it's super inconvenient, but here's the tape.
Friendly UAV overhead. I'm hit!
Got their attention!
You're needed at Charlie. Capture and defend the objectives. We're taking Charlie. Capture Charlie. Enemy UAV overhead.
All in all, I really enjoyed the Call of Duty Modern Warfare open beta, and it was just a super cool privilege to be a part of it. I haven't always been big into beta testing, especially not into doing reviews on betas, but I did feel like this one was really great, and there were things that I could put useful input on, so I just decided to give it a go. And so, you know, that's just how it was. I enjoyed this. I got to spend time with my friends doing this, and, you know, we just had a great time. To Activision, honestly, these are super basic beta mistakes. I get it, and, like, I know that a graphics patch will come whether or not anybody says anything about it, so I have no doubt that whether or not I said something or this was reported, that the problem would have been solved inevitably in the final product. So all in all, for the first 2 days of the game, I did not have a single problem other than the lobby jumping. But really great game. Probably, like, it's up there. Like, it is one of my favorite Call of Duty games now. This is going to be a phenomenal game. The engine that they made for it is good. It's really good. I love the ragdoll effect of the bodies when you shoot them, and when you get shot, you kind of drop your gun. It like goes flipping in the air. It's very satisfying to watch, and it's good. It's fast paced, but it's balanced within a certain degree, and it's also got the keyboard and mouse compatibility for Xbox, and it's cross-platform. So this is going to be a great Call of Duty game. So thank you, Activision, and I think, was it Infinity Ward that did this? I'm not really sure, but great job on this game. I'm really looking for the full version to come out in the next month, and yeah. So, moving on, thank you guys for coming in and watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and a comment telling me what you think. If this is your first time to the channel, I would love it if you guys subscribed. If you're coming back, hey again, and thanks for watching. I'm Nerf Sniper, and we're going to conclude the video right now. Thank you guys for watching, and I know that I haven't been making a lot of content lately, but I'm going to try and pick up again, so see you guys in the next one. Visiting my link page, nerfsniper.contactin.bio, will bring you to all of my social media platforms where you can connect with the rest of my community. You can also visit our new merch store, which just released 3 new merch campaigns, including the Nerf Sniper OG merch, the Nerf Sniper Crest merch, and the Nerf's 100K Club merch. Some of our items are only available for a limited time, so if you see something you fancy, make sure you get it while you can. All proceeds go to the funding of this channel, so any merch sales or donations are greatly appreciated.